Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Monday market webcast. Okay, so this is a daily chart. You can see just basically the trading range we have been in for the last, going on 15 sessions, really since this first higher low day back on August the 7th. You can see a series of lows here in the low 2800s and a series of highs just shy of 2950, and we have bounced around that area for not quite a month now. You can see these areas get rejected. You can see the bulls can't get it down around 29.50. On Friday we traded to 29.46.5. We gapped down Sunday night. We've climbed back from there as high as 26.5. They've brought it back to right around round number 2900. It traded down to 28.94, 25 early this morning, and they keep rallying it there. So let's just go to the hourly chart so you can get a better view of the new weekly pivot, which is at 28.93.5. The new monthly pivot is at 29.04.58, and it's been basically bouncing in between those two numbers for the last 5 hours. So right off the open, gap down, printed the new, well, not quite, within a tick of the new weekly pivot. Then they took it up to that 26.5, and as it got into the regular holiday session, I guess, when Globex would, when the regular session would normally be, but it was just Globex, there was no pit trading yesterday. They pushed it back, and then you had some news hit at 11 o'clock, created a lower low, but they rejected that, and they ended up closing it just under 2,900. They walked it up overnight, and they've walked it back. So where does that leave us heading into the first regular day of the week and the month? We're fighting over 2,900 again, with the monthly pivot at 29.04 resistance, and the weekly pivot at 28.93.5 as support. So you're looking at a 10-handle, basically phone booth of price that everybody is getting whipped around through. And until price decides what it wants to do, until price decides it wants to convert both of these areas, it's going to be whippy and it's going to be choppy. We put out a long 6:01 p.m. on Sunday night. I did not want to trade over the holiday. But if it goes down within a tick of the weekly pivot and starts to go up, we put out a long. That's just following our rules. So that worked well for us. We got back in at the weekly pivot on the move down to 89, and we still have a runner left from that, and we've taken some more profits there. So what I thought was going to be a no trading holiday ended up being a couple of trades and a couple of good trades. So we're not in the room. We're not pressed for performance. First day of the month. I'll be interested to see how this resolves, and then I'll want to trade in the direction of the resolution. Meaning, if it converts 93.5 to resistance, I'm going to want to be short because the opportunity to go down to 28.50 is there. If it converts weekly pivot and monthly pivot, basically turns 29.05 into support, then I'm going to want to be long because it opens the door for a move up to 46.5. And potentially beyond. But until we get that move, until we get the next 40 handles of this tape, it's going to have to fight it over right here. So don't overtrade it. Understand what you're doing. What you're doing is you're short-term trading and basically an intermediate term inflection point on the first day after a holiday, and you better be ready to get chopped up. If you're one of these people that doesn't like to get chopped up, then you got to hang back, wait for a resolution, and then trade the next either higher low or lower high for the move. In the room, we walk you through all that. If you're not in the room, you need to get in the room. So as we head into the rest of the week, I'll be interested to see what kind of tone September has. September tends to be a neutral to a little bit lower month. I'll be interested to see if they can do that again. A lot of this is going to be obviously driven by news. There's a lot going on, and just because it's September and not August Doesn't mean that's going to die down. In fact, I think it's going to ratchet up. So I'm expecting another volatile month. August was a fantastic trading month, 700 plus handle month, and we'll see what September brings. But you've got to be patient while it fights it out over 2,900, the weekly pivot, and the monthly pivot at 2904.58. Once it does, then we're set up for the first move of September. All right, everybody, take care, trade them well, more stuff out on social. Get in the room. Love to meet you, love to trade with you. I think you'll like what you find. Talk to you tomorrow. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.